to build from scratch to becoming millionaires, or to becoming people that are sustaining their personal economy without any hassles. All right, so we're going to play a quick game. So that game is going to be questions to end with questions, which means if I ask you a question, you're not supposed to respond to me the answer. You have to reply with a question. All right. So it will go like this. So start from here. From here. I mean, from this person to this person to this person to this person and to that person behind. All right. So we start with a question and end with a question. So if I ask you a question, you're not supposed to respond. You're supposed to ask. You so, you yes, you're not asking me. You respond to me with a question, then he will pick it up like that. You understand? If I ask you a question, then you ask him a question, then him will ask this person a question. Let it know. So let me ask you, how are you now? How are you? You supposed to okay, that's the yes. So I'm going to be asking you based on real estate, right? So I'm going to start with you. Are you a realtor? Is that a question? Okay. All right. Continue. Yes. Ask your neighbor. Nice, 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 nice. Gen Z, people are catching this. Nice, nice. So that was to bring our mind here, right? To also make you to think on your feet. So that was to bring our mind here. Please help me. Okay, somebody's coming. Okay, okay. So today we are going to discuss something powerful, which is how to what? Create content that sells as a realtor. How to create content that sells as a realtor. So those online, sorry I did not welcome you. If you are just joining us online, type hashtag live and let us know where you are watching us from. And then if you can see me clearly with your eyes, type one in the comment section. And if you can hear me clearly, I know it is raining right here. Maybe it may not be raining in your area, but you will find a way, right? I'll try to be as loud as I can because it's raining over here. All right. Hopefully the rain will stop. If not, we'll have to bear it. All right. So type hashtag live and let us know where you are joining us from. If you can see me clearly, if you can hear me clearly, also type one and two in the comment section. All right. So, like I said, we are going to be discussing something very powerful today, which is how to create content that sells. All right, this is very powerful because it's the first pillar of marketing, especially marketing online. So, in when I started real estate around September 2021, right, that's when I made move to start real estate. And then around October, that's when we fully started Browdy Global with Mr. Jeff. And then, as at that time, I was learning and working with Mr. Jeff. But something that changed my life, or something that started changing me from that started improving my life generally, is when I started creating content. All right. So I was not just creating content, but I started posting the content, and people started seeing me. So between September to December, I was learning and I was never creating content online because number one, I would say I am shy, right? So as I was learning, For me to even bring out camera and make a video is war for me. All right. But then, because of the contact I had, like, and the place I'm coming from, I'm not coming from a very rich family. All right. I don't have the people I had in my phone were like my classmates that don't even have money to buy land. All right. And then the people around me, people that I know, are still people like me that are broke, right? They couldn't afford to even buy a property or anything. So, and Mr. Jeff kept telling me that time to, you know, make video, post your video and all of that. And it was so hard for me. It was so hard for me. Welcome, Frank. Good to see you. So it was so hard for me that most of the videos that I made that time was in my phone. I never posted them. So until January 2022, that's when I started posting my content. And by the second week of January, I was already, people were already reaching out to me. Do you understand? And by the third week of January, in fact, I can still remember, is it third week? Around 14th or 15th of January that year, I made my first sale. All right, the client came all the way from Kaduna to buy the property. So So, so imagine that I never posted the content. Imagine that they never saw me anywhere. That is why I said video content is one of the fastest way you can change your life. I mean, literally, most people that have started content creation, even though that is not real estate, you see that sometimes you see how they move from the person they used to be into a better person. I've watched a lot of content creators, especially on TikTok. You see them, somebody will start from maybe a small one room apartment. She's sweeping compound. There's this girl, Nick Francisca. I don't know whether we've come across her page on TikTok. That girl started from one room with small flat bed. She will make a video, she will just do voiceover and talk about what she did in a day, and people were watching. Right now, this girl moved from where she used to stay in school to Lagos, living like two-bedroom apartment, living her full life, traveling, doing a lot of things in her life. So imagine she never put herself out there. Nobody would have helped her, right? And she would have not gotten deals. All right. So the end game of a content is to attract what? Clients. Even people that are saying, "Oh, I'm content creators," they're not making content for making sake. At the end of the day, they're making content so that brands will reach out to them, right? So that they also get views, and TikTok or Facebook or YouTube will pay them, right? So see that at the end of the day, you need to what? Put yourself out there. You understand? So that was how I basically started. So video content changed my life, right? So imagine that I started creating content when I started real estate in October. I waited like 3 months. And even that January, before I started, it was it was Black Friday that Mr. Jeff gave to me that made me make that video that day. So before I traveled for Christmas, Christmas period now, everybody has this dopamine. You want to feel all good. You don't want to do anything, no stress. So when I wanted to travel, he asked me, "So what's your plan as you're traveling?" What's my plan again? So go and enjoy now. So, but because he's my boss, I don't want to go and say I want to go home and enjoy. And I told him that if I travel, I'm going to go to estate in my state because I'm from Ebonyi State. So I told him that if I go to Ebonyi State, I will visit some estate there and make videos. He said, "Okay, that sounds like a good plan. All right. So when do you want to go?" Ha, Chineke me. This man was serious. So next thing I told him, "Okay, I'll start. Okay, after 25th, I'll go on the 27th." He said, "That works." 20, I went home. I was busy enjoying my life, eating all kinds of food at home. So 26 passed, 27 passed. On the 28th, around 10 a.m., My phone rang. Guess who was calling? Mr. Jeff. He said, how far? What's the update? What's the update with the plan? I was trying to, the man just finished me on the phone. He said, is that how you're going to pay your debt? Is that how you're going to make the money? Is that how you're going to live the life that you want to live? By the time he finished talking with me on that phone, I was already crying. Tears already coming out from my eyes. All right, because as at that time I was owing. I was owing people around 285,000 naira. Only me one. I was owing people that amount of money. And instead of me to plan my life on how I'm going to, and I was even squatting with somebody. Oh my god. Like I was not even serious with my life. I was squatting with somebody in Enugu. And then I went home. Instead of me to be planning my life, I went to go and eat rice and stew. So by the time we dropped that call, I was already crying. In fact, my siblings, everybody said asking me, what is it? Even my mom said, what happened? I couldn't talk. I just carried water, went to the bathroom, had my bath, and then came out. I didn't even have money for transport. And I went to go and meet one of my cousins that came back for Christmas that time and begged him to give me 2K. So he gave me that 2K. And then I went to Abakaliki, the town, to I just used to I don't even know the exact locations of these estates, but I just needed to make a move that day. And what helped me was that anytime I'm going to Abakaliki, I will see some estate billboards along the road. That's how I went to. I saw one P1 estate, sorry to mention it. I saw one estate billboard around along the road. That's how I went there that day. And this saying that goes, where there is a will, there is what? A way. So by the time I was about to board a keke that would okay, I boarded a keke and went to one estate that was in town. So as I was there making a video, one guy approached me, say, you want to make a video of this estate? That he works here. Oh. Let him take me inside now. And that's how the guy now opened the gate for me. I went inside, made a lot of videos, and then he was now asking me questions. The long story short is that that guy ended up taking me to other estates that day, and he was the one holding my phone, and he paid. I didn't even use up the 2K that was given to me again. He was the one that paid for all those waka that we did that day. And after that, I did not see that guy again. I didn't even have his number. Even till today, if I see that guy, I will not even know him. So God just sent what? An angel. All right. So that is what it looks like when you are willing to do something for your life. All right. So once there is a will, the will will always show up. All right. So I see some people that say, oh, I can't go to site, I don't have money to book this one, to do that one. That's just excuses. All right. Those things are excuses. And that was the excuse I was giving to myself then. So by the time I made that video, came back, I edited it like that. I was not even very good at editing that. I just posted it. You know that video that they had like 500 views. In fact, one of the videos, I posted like 3 videos that night. So Mr. Jeff now came to my inbox and said, so how did you now get to the place? I said, so I borrowed money. So send your account. That's how he sent me back the money. But what I learned there is that those videos I made, in fact, one they were fighting at the background. They even called me and said, what's that crap you posted? But from that video, somebody like 2 clients reached out for me from that video they were fighting on the background. And the video was just going viral. The video like had like 500 and something views. And people were now calling me from that video that is crap. Do you understand? And there I had my first client. In fact, the first person that called me still buys from me today from that video. Do you understand? So you can't predict what is going to happen next. But the only thing you can control is what you put out. Do you understand? That is why video content is powerful. So that is how I started making. As I made the first sale, I was like, this thing is working. Okay, okay. Do you understand? And I went back, wore my shoe. If anywhere I'm going to site, In fact, that time, even if Mr. Jeff is not around, I will go and pick keke drop, and I will go to a site, and in fact the keke guy will be the person holding my phone, because I know that it's working, right? They just need to see you. So if you don't understand this, you just give up, right? And that's why it's also good to have somebody that is pushing you, right? It's good to have somebody that is pushing you. Imagine that Mr. Jeff did not push me that day. Like it, and again, it's good to take correct, to take, how will I call it, to take criticism. Is it consult? If you can't take it, you will not grow in life. Oh, you can't grow in life. So it's good to have someone that pushes you. Right? Mr. Jeff like pushed me that day. In fact, all this while he has been talking for the past 3 months, he was just talking, talking. Like some days, if we go for inspection, he can literally talk to me. Oh, from that inspection, we'll come back. We still come to the office. He's still talking to me, and he talk to me. Oh, I'll still go home. He's still talking to me to make videos, and me, I will not make that video. And if I still make the video, I will not post it. In fact, the one I mistakenly posted, the one I made with him where we did custom, because then before I joined real estate, I used to go with some architects to sites. I, I started developing love for building construction that time. So I started going to building construction. So I had some experience and knowledge about building construction. So, let's talk about it. So we made a video, cost of building, is it 4 bedroom bungalow, and I gave a detailed cost. That video, it was when I was learning how to upload on YouTube that I mistakenly posted that video. Hi, that day, it felt like my world should come down. Like, and I wanted to delete it. He said, "You should not dare it." And that was like the first video that went up on my channel, right? So it is important. Video content is the fastest way you can grow, especially if you are coming from a place that you don't have rich aunties or rich uncles that is going to buy from you. You don't have any rich contacts in your list. All right. Video content is one of the fastest way to go. So now we are going to be starting with, like I said, we are going to talk about how to create content that sells, right? So first, we are going to know what content is all about. What is content? What is content? Everybody have been saying, go and create content, go and create content. What in itself is a content? Now, content is any information, material, or substance communicated through media such as text, video, images, or audio, which is designed to inform, entertain, or engage an audience. Do you understand it? Content is any information or material communicated through a media such as text, video, images, or audio, which is designed to inform, entertain, or engage an audience. Which means that your content supposed to be doing these three things: to inform, to entertain, and what? To engage your audience. These three things supposed to be what your content should be doing. Now, there are examples of content like blogs, ebooks, then the visual content like photographs, diagrams, then audio slash video content like podcasts, YouTube videos, TikTok videos, reels, and all of those things. All right. Then interactive ones are like quizzes, games, and all. So these things are what? Content. Now we understood what content is all about, because first you need to understand what content in itself is. If you don't understand it, you just jump. Oh, they said we should start creating content. You just jump and start what? Creating content. So you need to understand it. So when you understand it, you understand that content has to be what? Informative. It has to be engaging. It has to be entertaining. All right, and it has to be interactive. It has to be interactive. So when next you are creating content, you are asking yourself, which of these things is my content doing? And do you know that these four things can form the kind of content that you create? All right. For people that are saying, what will I start creating? Your content should be what? Informing people, should be engaging people, should be entertaining people, or you should be interacting with people. So in our last training, we've talked about, we started like a series for new realtors. One is how to become a realtor, right? Two is what to start doing after you have decided to become a realtor. Then three is, and in that discussion, um, we talked about sales anatomy, Abi, sales anatomy for those that was in class. And we said that the first person is what? You, the realtor, and then down to you getting properties, right? And from properties is what? Marketing. Before you now continue from the rest to the rest to the rest. So down to possession. So in this marketing, we have two types. We have the traditional, or the one I say offline, and what? Digital, the one I say online. So we've talked about the offline marketing where you meet people one on one. All right, and we've discussed all of this. And the digital one, the online one where you communicate people online. And we've talked about the importance of online marketing, that it gives you the opportunity of reaching a larger audience. All right. And under this digital marketing, there are different ways you can communicate through digital marketing, right? Talked about using text, all right. We talked about using audio, and then talked about using video. Abi, is not what we discussed. All right. And then at the end of the day, we said that video content was a better way to communicate to your audience online. To build your audience faster online, you need what? Video content. Now, why do we create video content? Why do we create video content? So I'll start by saying this. Imagine that we're having this training and we're doing it through text, and I'm training through typing. By the time I will type all these things I've said from the beginning, me self, I for that tired now. Even you self, you be tired of waiting. So get right. So video content allows us to express ourselves. All right. In fact, even the audio itself is still better than typing, because thank God for things like WhatsApp where we have voice notes, or other apps that have voice notes. You know, there are some things that you want to communicate to somebody. You say, no, 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 I don't need text for this one. I just need to use what? Voice note, and say it the way it is, or the way the person will understand it very faster. Then imagine when you are doing it in a video form. And that's why when you see people on TikTok, they're on their camera and cry, oh, my husband beats me. And from there, I lost one leg of my shoe. And by the time the person finished crying, people are already saying, send your account, send your account. They just want to help because they saw tears. They felt the emotion, right? They felt the person's expressions. So imagine that the person typed it. They'll say, this one is one of those people now. All right. So that is why video content sells faster these days, unlike any other kind of content. Please, are we following so far? Those online, are you following? All right. So, which means that with video content, you can build trust faster. Just from the example I gave now, that somebody just came and started crying. We don't even know what happened, whether she was faking it or whether she was telling the truth. But because we saw tears, we trusted immediately to help her, or people trusted to help her immediately. So video content helps you to do this framework. So I'm following this content thing from the beginning. We started with what is content, right? What, then why? Why video content? That's where we are now. So video content helps us to achieve this framework, which was designed by our very own Toby Wazo. It helps us to eat. If you have been attending our training, you must have come across this word. Video content helps us to eat. Eat not like eating food, but eat like expertise, like authority, and like trust. So when with your video content, by the time you start teaching people online, all right, by the time people see you often, when you're talking about the same thing over and over again, people start people start to see you as what, an expert in that particular field with your video content. All right. And also, it's also they also start see you as what, as an authority. All right. So recently, somebody, that was 2 days ago, somebody sent me a flyer of another realtor, sent me the flyer and told me that, Jacinta, I'm interested in this property. Can you help me verify it? And then let's know how we go from there. How did you get the flyer? You got it from another person or picked it from online and then now came to me. Do you know why that person did that? Because he perceived me as what? An expert. And the kind of content I put out, he also he also sees me like an authority. So, and the fastest way you can stand out is through video content, because a lot of people are out there. A lot of realtors are out there, come and buy. So how will you stand out? How will somebody pick a flyer from another person and message you to buy from you, if not that you're an expert? All right. So so video content helps you to. You want to do something? So that's why you see people like will I say people like who are the people that I see as an authority in their various fields, like a Proco doctor, all those they have built people like other, I don't even know who else to mention, but there are other people out there that have built authority with their content, that sometimes if you want to do something, you have to go to their page to consult them, even if you cannot message them directly. To go and watch something they said about something before you come back and decide on what to do. You understand? Back then, self, people will reach out to me, even till now, they'll still reach out to me because of the way I talked about land documents. Eh? Some people, before they buy land, even if it is not in Enugu, they will call me. They'll say, I want to pay for this land. What document do I need to get from these people? It has also document. What? And I will charge them before I provide the solution, right? So because I have built what? Expertise and authority, they see me as the expert and the authority that they need to consult before doing anything. And that is when you can name yourself what? A consultant. So we're still going to come to this later when we start talking about types of content you are going to be creating. What the kind of content that is going to make you to become a consultant, right? And that is the best form. Remember, we said there are two ways you can market to people. One is when you go to knock on people's door, right? And the second form is when people come to knock on your own door. And and I asked, which one do you prefer? Which one do we prefer? The ones that people come to knock on our door, right? Uh-huh. So for people to come knocking on your door, it means that you must be a consultant, somebody of expert, somebody of what? Authority. All right. So even aside real estate, even in every other skill that you're doing, you should be seen as an expert, as an authority. Now, the next thing is that people get to start trusting you. All right, with videos. By the time I make like 50 videos or 100 videos, and somebody is watching me over and over again, the person begins to feel like he or she knows me. All right, and when people start learning from you, they feel like they know you, and they'll start trusting you to do business with you. Just like as I'm here now teaching, you're already feeling like you know me, right? And you may trust me with some things about your life, right? So that is how it is. Now, also because of the industry we play in, it's not like other businesses. It's not like you going to buy bulk of goods, or go to Onitsha or go to China buy bulk of goods to come back and start selling. No, real estate is a business of people, and for you to be able to sell, people have to trust you. They have to know you, they have to like you, and they have to trust you. And the fastest way they can know, like, and trust you is what? Through videos. So, which which means you have to be a person of an expert, person of an authority, and a person of trust, so that people can do business with you. If not, you may sell by chance, so and you can't build business by chance. If not, you will go out of business, except you don't want to do real estate, right? So if you sell by fluke, oh, somebody saw the fly on my post and then message his in-law now bought. How many other people are going to message you like that over time? Do you understand? So video content is powerful, and especially as a beginner, that is why people like me can get people to, can get people to buy from me from online space. I always say that 99% of my clients are from the internet, right? In fact, 99.9%. Because I don't think even the 1%, I think it still came from online too, right? So, and I would say 80% of them, or even 90% of them, I've not seen them before. I've never met them, right? But because of my videos, they have trusted me to do business with me, even without meeting me one on one. And that's what it's supposed to be. I've gotten to the extent that then sef, there was this woman, she did not buy property from me, oh, but she called me to tell me that to give me her life story of how her family people were duping her because she stays abroad. She started sending me money to send to her siblings. Then the sibling one day asked me, "How did you get to know this sister?" I said, "I don't know, now God, oh." Do you understand? Because the woman is in Australia. How can somebody in Australia start messaging me that I've not been there before? She haven't seen me physically, but with my videos, she has trusted to send money, thousands of dollars through me to send to her people, or even to fund her projects. She did not buy property from me. She just wanted me to help her. Then series of other people, right? So video content is powerful. It's very powerful. So generally, why we create content is to attract our desired clients. I use that word desired because we don't want anyhow kind of clients. Maybe another day I'll teach about types of clients that you're going to encounter in real estate. So, but with your content, you can attract your desired clients. The client that's not going to stress you. All right. The client that will just say, no, oh, just they go see the place. Don't worry, we are going ahead. Do you understand? That is how it's supposed to be. And it's over time you're going to build that. And you're going to build that only with your content, video content. Are we following so far? So if we need to leverage the online space, we need videos. If you need to leverage the online space, you need videos because video sells faster. All right. So now that we've understood why videos, all right, next thing is you're asking yourself, so how will I start creating these videos, Abby? or what kind of videos will I start creating right now? So recently I remember asking one realtor like that. So, she has been disturbing me that she wants to do real estate. And at the time we got her started, after a while, I not used to see her post again. So I asked her what happened. She said, Jacinta, she doesn't know what to be posting again. She doesn't know what to be posting again. Because all her posting has just been flyers, videos of the property. And that is to also tell us that there's a way you are visible, oh, you are creating content, but your content is disconnecting you from your audience. Do you know that? There's a way you will be visible, eh? But you're always talking about your product. They open your page, flyers from evening till night. They are not seeing behind the scene, they are not seeing any other thing. Some people self will even mute you. Say, this person, this one, every time is this. Alright. There's no that is why I am going to be teaching kind of content that you need to be creating. Alright, so that you'll not be disconnecting from your content. So at the end of today's training, you'll be able to know the kind of content you are going to create that is going to attract your desired clients. That's why that is going to make you stay visible enough for people to reach out to you. Say amen.
Amen.
All right. So in this, I'm going to say there are two types of realtors. Realtor A is the one that wakes up every morning, shares flyers on his status or her status, then still goes to people's DM. He or she does offline marketing in an online way. Somebody shout glory. The person does offline marketing in an online way. Here is what I mean. The person takes the flyer, go to people's DM and drop it. Say, he will drop it, drop the flyer, drop the video, drop the write up, and then expect the person, are you interested or not? If you are the one, what will you do? You first of all block the person first. And that is what they do every single day. All right. And even if the realtor even still tries to shoot a content of himself or herself, the person is still talking about Nekwana, Neozo, see the land there, come and buy. See the land, see the road, come and buy. Do you understand? Why realtor B, in his own way, is living his life, all right? And what people don't know is that what other people don't know is that people are coming to his DM or people are flooded in his DM asking him to help them own a property, do this one, do that one. Now, what do you think that realtor B is doing differently? He's living his life, he's showcasing what he does, and he does every other thing. All right, and people are reaching out to him and he's making sales. This is because realtor B is not posting what randomly. He doesn't just share flyer because they are sharing flyer. Realtor B has what strategies. He also understands that marketing is not random. If you do it randomly, you get random results. All right. So he doesn't. So before he posts anything, he already has a strategy. He already has a target he wants to accomplish. He already has what he needs to start doing for him to get people to his inbox. Right. So and the sweet part of having a strategy is that you attract your desired clients and then get the right people to message you and not anybody calling you anyhow, right? So he's not doing rent, he's not doing rent at the same time doing houses, at the same time promoting cheap lands, at the same time promoting high end lands. He's not doing a lot of things. Do you understand? He has a target, he has a focus, he has an audience that he's talking to. All right, and he sits down to strategize. And that is what before you on your camera to start recording anything, you should first think of, who am I talking to? Who is my target audience? All right. And I've talked about different people that buy real estate. In this case, we are talking about different people that buy real estate, right? So you need to first, before you start creating content, you need to understand, who is the person I'm going to speak to in this content. Because when you understand who you want to talk to, it also it also align you to how you're going to communicate the message. And that's what forms what? Your content. Do you understand? So you first need to know, who am I talking to, and then to now form the content you are going to pass to the person, the message that you're going to pass to the person. Are we following? So before you on your camera to do anything, you need to understand these two things first. And that is what that time I was telling Victor that I saw his content, and then when I watched a couple of them, I noticed that he's talking to some kind of audience, the Gen Zs or the younger generation. All right. So this is because maybe over time, the trainings he has attended, he have understood that you need to have an audience that you want to talk to. So you see that when you have an audience that you want to talk to, you see that those people are the people that you are looking at as your desired client. Do you understand? Are we following? So those people will become your desired clients, and you will now know the message you are going to pass to them that will get to them. All right. So is in understanding this that will take us to the kind of content you are going to be creating for your audience. Are we following so far? So you already know the kind of people that buy real estate, have you? First people are homeowners who cash protectors. Okay, let me be writing them. Cash protectors, homeowners, who again? Inve- Investors. All these people are investors. So okay, let's just be going. Next person, immigrants, Ni- diaspora and Sabi. We have also the HNIs. We know the HNIs, Sabi. High net worth individuals. And the rest and the rest and the rest. Now, when you want to make your videos and the Gen Z that they are still on that, they can be any of these, right? But when you now want to make your video, you should know the person that you want to talk to per time, all right? So that it will define your message. You're not talking randomly, right? You see that this, so we're trying to, with content, we're trying to define your marketing so that you are not just posting randomly, you are not just doing things because other people are doing, you don't know their strategy. You saw Frank posting where he's talking about the property on site, and then next thing you posted your own. You don't have any strategy, you just want to be posting. All right. So we need to understand, first you need to understand your clients, and then understand how you're going to speak to them. Now these are different ways you can speak to your audience. The first one is through educational content. Please, those online, are you still following? Are you still following those online? All right. Please, if you're following, drop the fire words emoji in the comment section. Let me know you are following. And if you have question in the course of this training, please drop it too. And those here, you can write it down so that I'll be able to answer them at the end of the training. So educational content. This is where you get to educate your audience. This is a value-driven content. And when I mean value, this is where you share value. And what is value first? What is value, by the way? Value is what is useful to another person or useful to your audience. So it's not what is even useful to you. All right. I understand that why we came to the industry or why we are doing what we are doing is to make money, right? Then other person have different. Please help me push that door. To make money, right? Except you just want to be doing, you have another Father Abraham that is sponsoring you that you don't want to work. All right, you have people like that actually. All right. So, but if your goal is to make money, you have to what? Share value. You have to share what is useful to your audience and not what is useful to you. All right. Don't say, oh, I like this content. Let me talk about it. It's not about what you like. Are you the one that's going to buy from yourself? It's not about what you like. It's about what your audience like or what they are looking for. So here you share value because the truth is that money follows value. So if you don't share value, money will not come to you. All right. So you have to be valuable enough for people to reach out to you, start buying from you, and that is how what you make your commissions at the end of the day, right? So what you need to here you need to ask questions like what are valuable to my clients or the people that want to buy properties from me. So here you need to teach or educate them about real estate, educate them about things they don't even know about real estate. All right. There are some people that don't even know about real estate. True or true? There was this TikTok video I saw online, and the person talked about real estate. Do you know I went to comment section and people were still asking what is real estate? What is even all about? I was Chineke man. In 2026, people don't even know about real estate. Do you understand? So let me now give you this pyramid, this sales pyramid. You see that upon the midst of realtors that are full everywhere, some people still don't even know why they should even invest in real estate. In fact, I had a prospect that reached out to me. I think he just said he liked my video and all of that. So we saved our contact. He used to view my status. So he kept viewing my status. He noticed that I talk about real estate. And he asked me, why should I invest in real estate? That him and his friends are asking themselves because they're into tech. They're asking themselves, why should they invest in real estate? It's like a man. People don't even know why they should invest in real estate. Hey! So that thing that made me, I did a video. Why you should invest in real estate. Do you understand? So you need to teach people what they don't know, right? And let me talk about this pyramid. Now, this pyramid, this pyramid of buyers, 3% are what? They are ready to buy. All right. Then will I say 17%? These people they know that okay, they need to invest in real estate. So one of my clients called me. She called me around 4 a.m. on Monday, and then I was wondering why is this woman calling me by this time? So when I answered her, she was not telling me that how she's planning to come back in May, and then she's looking to retire to Nigeria, and she needs to buy lands that she can be reselling later. All right, you see that she's already aware that she needs real estate. So, so what she's telling me now is that she's planning for it, so that me too, I'll start planning for properties I can show to her, genuine properties I can show to her when she comes. Do you understand? So she already understood that she needs real estate, and that's why she's already making her searches. So this she's part of the what 17% that know that they need something, and they're already making searches about it. My my one of my my boss used to call that woman my ride or die. One of my ride or die clients, the first time she called me, she had done a lot of searches. She wanted to buy land in Enugu, in particular place. So she had watched a lot of videos. And then she now said she stumbled on my own channel and she was now watching series of my videos. And she now called me. She and the husband. In fact, it was like a family meeting. Even the children, they were there. The children, I couldn't hear them. They were speaking super, super, super. So I just said, okay, let me just focus on the mother and the father. But that call lasted like 2 hours, and from around 3 p.m. to like 5 p.m. that day, we were talking on the phone. These are people that have done what? Research. They have done search. They have done research about what they want. They know what they want. Is now who they are going to work with. And when they are ready and they choose you, you better you better have knowledge. You better be knowledgeable. If not, the questions they will be asking you, you have to be smart and knowledgeable. If not, you may not be able to sell to these people. All right. So these are what people that are doing what research. Now, the let me say the next 20%, shall they know, but they are not ready yet. They know one day, like all those businessmen or those small business owners, that they just want their business to reach like 10 million. Then they know they will remove 5 million to buy a land. They know, but they are not ready. All right. Then the remaining 60%, right? Because 17 and this 2020. The remaining 60%, they don't know anything. They don't know shit. They don't know anything about what you're talking about. And that is why when I saw that video on TikTok and I went to the comment section, and people were saying, what is real estate? How does it work? How does it work? Explain to me. Chineke me. I was like, so this kind of crowd, this framework, I think I saw it in one book. What's that name again? I've forgotten. And it was in that TikTok video that I saw that truly 60% don't even know what you are doing. So imagine selling to this 60%. Imagine you focus to this. Don't you feel that you will convert more of them? Don't you feel like you convert more of them? So all you need to do is to start thinking like them. Give them imagination. Give them what they are not even thinking about. Give them case studies. Give them things that they cannot even, why they need to invest in real estate. Why real estate? What real estate is all about. Why you need it. Do you understand? Imagine 50 years, okay, you are 20 years old. 50 years from now, you are 70. And if you don't have land or property to your name, you may struggle that time. And that is true. People are not thinking in that direction. So imagine you focus on this 60%. You are going to grab a lot of people to yourself. But most times where we are focused on is in this 3%. Come and buy now. And I just feel 3% out of the whole 100. Just 3%. But that is where we are every time. Come and buy now. That's access road. That's gates. That's gate house and gates. So you need to teach. Here you need to teach. You really need to teach here. So now there are 6 ways you can create your educational content. The first one is through tutorials, right? Where you teach them step by step how to do this, how to do that, right? Through tutorials. Second one is through comparison, land or like we used to do sometimes, land versus house, right? Land versus house. You tell them why they should buy land, or you tell them what you need to teach them that. Then number three is that you need to talk about common mistakes or myth busts. This is some people have a lot of um misconception. Thank you. misconception about real estate. So this is where you need to debunk those misconceptions. Those things are under what? Educational content, right? Um, Debunk those misconceptions, talk about common mistakes in real estate. Another way you can talk about educational content is talking about do's and don'ts, right? This is what you need to do when you want to buy a land. This is what you should not do when you want to buy a land. You understand? This is what people are looking for. Now, educational content helps you to solve problem or provide solution for your audience. So that is why when you are creating educational content, you should think like your audience. What will this person be looking for? All right. Don't just jump. Oh, I like this content. I want to create it. Who are you? They chosen. All right. Don't just do things randomly. Another way you can do educational content is tips, by sharing tips. All right. And one of our videos went viral where I think Jesse did that video, where he shared tips on how you can buy your land for the first time. You see that so many people watch the video because a lot of people still want to buy land, but they don't know what to do. So that is why you need to be there, all right? Share tips. Another way you can do educational content is through user generated kind of content. This is what I mean by user generated. User generated is those kind of content you create from questions that your audience are already asking you. If clients have called you before now, they must have asked you, what is a plot, right? Or they will ask you, where exactly is governance? You should stick something to your head that you need to go and do video where governance is located. As one person asks you, there are millions of others looking for it. Another fastest way you can generate user generated content is through Google search. Go to Google, type what people are looking for when buying land in my city or in Enugu or whatever city you're operating from. And you see other questions that people are typing. Oh. Those things are what people are looking for. All right. And you see, Google will do things like people are also searching. People also search. Abi, sure we used to see it now. The way people are looking at me like, people are like, okay, okay, okay. All right. So people are also searching. Those things that people are also searching, please go and position them, collect it, and be the person that they are finding. Because in general, educational content is supposed to help you eat. Remember the eat we are talking about, though, not food. I know some of our mind now have gone to Ntachi. We're not imagining that's their display stuff that is showing white rice. You know, come back. We're still in Browdy. All right. So educational content is supposed to help you eat, supposed to position you as what? An expert. Supposed to position you as what? An authority. And supposed to position you as person of trust. And like I said, people trust people that teaches them or they are learning from. Do you understand that? When you are educating people, teaching them, guiding them on what to do, people will trust you so fast, right? Because again, apart from trusting you, some people, even when they are not ready to buy, they already have it in mind that what's the name again? Chinwe. That Chinwe, when they are ready, is Chinwe. Because they feel indebted to Chinwe. They feel like she has shared a lot of values that they need to reciprocate. That's why I say money follows value. Do you know that people used to send me money because of the videos I create on my channel? Somebody said, thank you for all you are doing for. I'm not doing for you, bow. Deep down, I know, right? For somebody like in 2025, 2024, I received a couple of money gifts from people just because of my content. thank you for this. They were not buying. They just wanted to appreciate me because they feel like they owe me. They feel like I've shared something that people will not naturally tell them. You understand? So that is why when you are doing your educational content, think like the buyer, think like your audience. Imagine the questions the person is going to ask. I even do it on properties too. Telling you guys my secrets. If I want to sell a property and there are thousands of realtors marketing it, all I need to do is to think everything that the client is going to ask me about this property, and I'll make all the content. I'll create content of it. So by the time you see my own, you see that I've answered a lot of questions concerning this. You'll come to me. Do you understand? So position your what yourself as what? As an expert, as an authority, using what? Your educational content. I remember that time what I used to do is, it's not now that we have companies that are training like this or even AI. Then nobody is teaching anything anywhere. So what I used to do is I'll go on YouTube. If I want to talk about land documents now, I'll go on YouTube. In fact, there was this man. I later met him in Lagos. I told him that your content helped me when I was starting out. So then I think he made a video about six land documents you must know before buying a land. So when I want to talk about land documents, I will now go to YouTube. I will now look for land documents you must know before buying land. By the time I'm typing land documents, I'm seeing other things that people are looking for. I'll still write it out because I'll still make content about it. So that by the time you are searching for it again, my video should come out now. Do you understand? So I will now watch couple of videos. If I want to talk about CFO, I'll watch like 10 people's video that are talking about CFO. And you know what? They'll talk about it different ways. And by the time I'll gather all of them, I'll now sit down. I'll position my camera. I'll now talk to my camera as if I'm explaining to somebody. Like as if somebody is here and I want to explain to the person what a CFO is. So you don't have to overthink it. Do you understand? Once you want to, you just look for it, watch other people's video. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Look for it, understand it, just understand it. That is why you can't teach what you don't know. And client, they will quick catch you. They are very smart. When you say, hello, my smart investor, you don't know they are smart, true. Those people are smart. When they hold you, you have to be smart too to work with them. So you have to be knowledgeable. Before you shoot your education, make sure you understand it. If something is not clear to you, watch other people's video. And somebody must talk about that thing that is not clear about it. That you are not clear about it. And you get it. Then you now come back. Then you now come back and talk about it. Thank you. So educational content will help you to build trust fast, especially as a beginner. See, one thing that helped me when I started was educational content, nothing else. Educational content. Even till when I started making sales, people were still commenting on those educational content I made. And what I was doing that time, I focused more on educational content. This thing I'm telling you now, that's what I did. I'll go online, I'll watch a lot of people's videos, see what they talked about, and then I'll on my own camera and talk about it and post. I'll look for another thing. If I talk about land document, if I talk about CFO, I'll look for people that create videos around deed of assignment. I'll watch other videos about deed of assignment. I'll come back and talk about it. I'll post it. I'll look for land sizes and measurements, right? Because I know that these things are the things that people are looking for. Somebody that wants to buy a land may not understand what acre, hectares is. Me and you that knows it, right? So you need to think like them and look for those contents and position it. So I'll look for land size and measurement. That time, one guy, I watched his video. In fact, that guy, I replicated everything I saw there, down to his description, down to his thumbnail, everything. I just watched his video, watched other people's videos around land sizes and measurements, and I on my own camera and then talked about it the way I understood it. And since then, people sometimes I'll still get called. People are asking me, so what is the size of this they're trying to buy? Right? Because they now feel that I know it. People like to buy people that they feel like they know what they're already doing. So imagine, so when other people are shouting, come and buy, they are busy educating, and attracting those people to themselves. Because the truth is that nobody likes to be sold. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to hear that you tell them to come and buy something. It's a lie. You should check about prospecting. If you have ever followed up on a client and you're telling to come and buy something, he may never respond to you. But it's better when they feel like, okay, you are trying to help them. And that is the angle you should always come in from. That's that is a better way to sell that doesn't feel like you are selling, but you're actually selling. All right. So when they are reaching out to you, asking you questions, another thing you should do when clients start reaching out to you, though I will see another training. I'll talk about how you can respond to clients when they say this, what to say, and all of that. That is a different thing. But one thing you should be doing when a client calls you is to take note of what the person is saying. If it's possible, bring a book and pen. All the question the person is asking you, be writing it down. All those questions he's asking you, other people are also in queue that is going to ask that question. When you note it down, maybe if you're not clear about them, go and make your research, right? Understand them and then do content with those questions. So by the time if they ask for how do I do this, they are seeing your video. What should I do if this happen? They are seeing your video. What is this? They are seeing your video. How is this? They are seeing your video. At the end of the day, they'll just say that this person is this person that wants to help you. All right. So one thing that will make you stand out very fast, especially as a new realtor, is educational content. Is educational content. I've done a challenge before where I did 30 days educational content, and you can't imagine the result I got in a week after it. So educational content is powerful, and that is why I say don't do it randomly. Think like the person that you want to do this educational content for, right? And another way you can even get user generated content, you can go on your timeline if you have built an audience to it, even if you don't have, you can ask this question: what is the basic, what is the major challenge you have buying land? You can ask it on your platform. What's the major challenge? And the responses you are going to get, come use it and do content. Are we following? You can ask what is the major challenge you have when buying land, or what's the major challenge why you have not bought a land. All right. Some people say, all these, maybe some people may say all these killings that are happening, or all this land grabbing that is happening. So what you need now is you have to come back and answer the question. And you know what? They will not feel like, I've been looking for this thing, but you're the one that told me what you're looking for. Ah, this video just came at the right time. You told me now. You said that you're afraid of land grabbing. Let's say you make a video how to buy a land without getting scammed, or without your land being grabbed by anybody. You understand? You share tips. You share step by step. All right. So when you do those kind of videos, it positions you as an authority faster, and people get to trust you with that kind of videos. So let's be. So the second one is property videos. Property videos. So when you have finished educating them, you should also be able to provide opportunity that they can key into. All right. So this is where you showcase the properties you are selling. All right. So when showcasing the property that you are selling, you are not just showing a bush, like all those people that will show a bush and say 500 square meters, independence layout, urgent buyer needed. It's always urgent, urgent buyer needed. All right. So when they now show, they will not expect the buyer to come and buy based on, you just literally showed me a plot that is covered with grasses, and you typed 150 square meters independent, no other details. You don't even know what is happening. Okay, you want the client to imagine, abi, to dream about the environment of the property. Is it what you want? So when you are showcasing a property, you are not just showcasing only the property, show the neighborhood. All right, show the neighborhood, show what the access road looks like, show the development around the property. And that is why we do things like property tours, drive to this, drive to Grand Omega, drive to, because we are trying to create a picture of what the place looks like. The truth is that people are not buying the property for the property itself. They are not buying this land because it is this land. They are buying it because of the location. They are buying it because of the neighborhood. They are buying it because of the development around it. So imagine when you are not showcasing the development around it, the neighborhood, the access road, and whatever development that is happening around it. If you are not showcasing it, how would they now make their buying decision? And remember, you're selling to people online. They want, that's why I usually recommend I use quality camera to showcase your property so that they'll see it clearly. And the truth is that if you are selling to Nigerians in diaspora, 80% of them may not come for inspection. And the only way that they can make their buying decision is through the video that you have shown them. So if you are not showing only the land with bushes, 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 they don't know what is after here, they don't know what is here, they don't know what is here, they don't know what is here, they will not make their buying decision. And that's how you can start calling the client, sir, are you buying it or not? So even recently, sometimes it's my client that want to buy property that I don't have the access directly. Some of them will say, Jacinta, go there and make a video for me. Because they know that I will show everything. Because that will help them to make buying decisions. Remember, I've said to people that have not met me one on one, they have never come on ground to see the property. But because of detailed videos I showed, that made them to buy into that property. So help the client too. So in making a property video, that is why I don't understand when you just show only the fence. You show fence, 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 fence. You cut it. You now show fence, fence. What what happens? What happens around the fence? The property, where did it start from? From where to where? What is after the property? These are questions that clients are going to ask. Sometimes if you show them there, they say this road now, where is it leading to? That's why sometimes if I go for a site inspection, maybe if I don't have clients, I will drive down the road to see where it's leading to. I will ask question, where is this road leading to? Because client is also going to ask me that. And if you're not able to answer it, it feels like you don't know the product they are selling. And then they will not trust you to come and do this. They will rather meet another person that is going to give them full information about that place. All right. In your property video, the best way to make it is to show the property as if you are with the client. When you're making a property video, make it as if you're with the client. All right. So there you are showing the distance. If you can do a drive through to the place, and then show where the property started to where it ends. What is, you can talk about what is behind it. Even if you don't have drone, you are making it and talking about it. All right. And then share the exact location. If there are beacons on ground, show it, because these are the things that will make the client make his what buying decision. So like I said, especially for land banking properties are more like what, bushes. So what you can use to sell there is to paint a picture, one, and then show what the development trend is like to the property, all right, or the project that are going to happen there. Show the landmarks to the property. So, okay, oh, you say Nikelek is here. That means from here to here is like, okay, that means, okay, one day development will reach this land. Do you understand? With that now, the client is trying to make a buying decision that, okay, I can actually buy this plot of land. All right. So show landmarks, show neighborhood, show development, show the property itself. If they're beacon of ground, show it. Show a detailed video that just anywhere that your client is going to imagine how is this, just imagine it for him and do the video and post. It will save you, it will even save you a lot of stress too. All right. So that is the second word, video that you can be creating as what? As a realtor. Are we following so far? Those online, are we following? Please let me close the door. So, then the third video is entertainment, or what I call entertainment videos. This is the kind of videos you do to entertain your audience. Maybe dancing. Frank, don't kill yourself. So, you know that real estate is very boring. It's one of the boring industry you can ever play in. So you should just find a way to what entertain your clients. You may not start thinking, does it mean I have to be dancing for my client? It's just based on what your audience like, right? So for Nigerians in diaspora, one of the things I noticed that they enjoy doing is watching where they came from. So one of the entertaining videos you can do is city tour of the city you're operating in. They want to see, oh, Obiago, I once lived there in 1900. How is the place now? They're seeing it. Obiago have transformed. They are liking it. Oh. And when you continue showing other places, they're already falling in love with you. Do you understand? So find ways to entertain your clients. All right. Do neighborhood tours. Other ways is uh, other entertainment kind of videos is where to hang out in your city, where to eat maybe local dishes in your city. Want to change the mind? Where to do eat local dishes in your city. So these are entertainment was kind of content. So you just need to understand what your audience like, right? And then do it. That thing they like is entertaining for them too. If you know how to dance, you can dance, oh, but me, I don't know how to do that one. All right, so these are examples of entertainment kind of videos you can create. So, like I said, real estate is a very boring industry, but you just have to find a way to make it entertaining, kind of, right? So that it's not every time you are talking about three places to buy in Enugu. Find, also find a way to show other things, right? It makes it more interesting. Like one lady says that real estate is interesting. Maybe she has watched people's videos. It looks interesting, right? So another video you can be doing is lifestyle videos. Lifestyle videos. So lifestyle videos first shows that what you are first a human being before real estate or before the business. So by the time you are showcasing, for instance, a day in your life where you attended an event or even this training now, you show that you are learning here and post it. It shows that you are learning, you are working on yourself. All right. It also shows that aside come and buy, you you do other things that a normal human being supposed to do. Normal human being supposed to attend an event, go for maybe church, go to church, go to if you're a Christian or if you're a Christian, all right, go to church, go to maybe wedding, all those things. These are your lifestyles. This shows you are a human being first. I remember people like to build. human being. So imagine that you're posting flyer, 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 video, video, video. They don't know you. How will they know you? How will they not like you? Right? So with that you are showing yourself and they're getting to know you. They're getting to know you. Another way you can do lifestyle video is showing BTS. The BTS of when you are shooting a video. Especially those parts that used to make mistake. Post it like that, it will make them laugh. It will show that yes, you're a human being, you can make mistakes. So apart from the detailed one that they already know that you worked on it, why not show them the one that you did not work on? It shows that you're a human being. Yeah, that's the kind of people they like to deal with. That you are first a human being. Alright, show behind the scenes. Where you take clients for inspection, show it. Where you go for allocation, show it. Where you attend different things, right? When you go to verify lands, maybe at NGs or at Ministry of Lands, please show it. It shows that you are doing the work. It shows that okay, oh, apart from telling you to come and buy, I also verify before I buy. Alright. So those behind the scene that they don't get to see, show it. If you travel for an event, show it. Around that was February. I traveled for events at Abuja. And some of my clients, even prospects, called me, oh, I see you in Abuja, enjoy yourself. You know, people like to feel like that they know you. So sometimes when we are posting those things, I'm not posting it for you. You are not my clients. Posting it for them so that they will see that I'm doing this. So some people feel like, oh, this girl, you do a lot. You too they do. You self rest. If I notice you're that kind of person, I'll use my word block button and block you. Right? Because you are not my clients and you're not going to pay my bills. Right? So those people, those your clients, they want to feel like they know you. Some of them even chat them, oh, are you back from Abuja now? Or you're not based in Abuja? Those kind of talk. Because they feel like they know me. One came, I don't even know the guy. He came to the office here. He wanted to meet me. And he now said, this is Mr. This. I said, ah. He said, you see now, I followed you till I know your office through my videos and my posts. And he just came here and he gave me some cool cash. Do you understand? So he just came to tell me that he knows me. Yes, he came with his friend. Came to my office. He's not available, sir. So he just came to tell me. He was even posting to his friend that I know when this girl started now. That time she used to make one all bad. He was just telling the story. So he just felt like he knows me. And people like to do business with people they know. So with him now, he can refer people to me because he feel like I know this girl. No, call this girl. I know her. So how did they know me? It's through my videos. I showcase my lifestyle, I showcase whatever I'm doing, I'm showcasing it. So find a way to do it too. It will also help you to build trust faster. Aside your educational content, it also shows that you're in the business. Alright. It also shows that you're a human being. You can also talk you can also do it in the form of storytelling where you can talk about maybe how you started real estate or what made you start. Something like that. Let them just feel like, oh, I know this girl. Or I know that you said that this is this. What did you do? Do you understand? If you have a big goal, you can talk about it. If you have a challenge, you can talk about it. Now, I'm not a challenge of you're having a challenge or like you're having an issue. Challenge is that like you want to challenge yourself or something. Because do you understand? And I want to add here that in creating your content is good. You like it's good you create a good perceived value or a perceived side of yourself. Don't create a begging side and all of that. Remember, you're into a million kind of industry, right? So it's good that you create a good side that you want people to like. See, people want to associate with people that are already successful. So if you now come and say, "Ha, I can remember there was this time that we took one realtor and client for inspection. The girl was already telling her life struggle. Do you know what will happen? If I give this person my money now, she will also go and solve her problem. My property, Otilo. So please don't paint that kind of picture. Challenge I mean is that, like the time I did 21 day challenge to post every 7 hours, to post every 7 hours a day, which means from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm posting. I did that challenge on Facebook that and I talked about it. That's what I'm talking about. They say that this person is challenging. I said this guy is building something. I'm not doing it just to show myself, right? It's part of what? Personal branding. It's also part of building a strong fan base for the people watching you. Do you understand? So that's the kind of challenge I'm talking about. I'm not saying you should go and start telling them how you have not eaten for the past 5 days. Please, how your dog swallowed spoon, and people are looking for how to to operate it. Jesus. The fifth one that we're going to be talking about today is success videos slash client testimonials. Success videos slash client testimonials. So here you share your successes, no matter how small it is, right? Like I said, people like to associate with successful people. When I was struggling to become a realtor, many people did not believe in me, right? But over time, everybody's now saying, "I know this girl, I know her. They're proud of me." Do you understand? So she's my. Can you leave me alone? So people like to associate with people that are what successful. So you need to show that you are successful too. So if you receive an award, please talk about it, post it, blow your trumpet. Nobody is even going to do it for you. That is the fact. Nobody is going to do it for you. It's still you that will take it by your hand and tell the world that this is who you are. Right? There's this lady, Eden Oasis. She used to say things like the best broker in Africa. Yeah, she'll tell you that she's the best. Go argue with your grandfather. She doesn't care. So it's who is what you say to yourself. And that's why what you say to yourself is very powerful. Because that is even the first content that will exude from you. So you need to share your successes. If you sell one, if in fact if you the day you close your first sale, please talk about it. Don't come and say, "Oh, people will start begging you money." Block anybody that's going to beg you money. Sorry, some people will think that I'm attacking them more. But if you are not posting your success because of the people you have in your contacts, man, you are withdrawing yourself from a lot of for more success actually. Because even the Bible said it. He that has, what will happen? More will be given to the person. And the people that don't have, even the little they have will be taken away from them. So how will you not show people that you have? They will not give you more. That one that you're hiding, it will lose. So if you make any success, especially maybe your first sale, or you close a deal that you have never done before, talk about it. Right? And me, I've learned if I like, let me post a receipt of 100 million and you enter my DM there. I don't care. Ah, yes, you tag me and wicked. Yes, people already see me like that. I don't care. All right, I'm posting it for people to attract more people that have that 100 million to come to me. Do you understand? So if you feel like anybody is disturbing you, that block them or you mute them. For, you see my list, check out. So you need to understand that. Blow your trumpet. The person I learned that thing from is Ryan Sehant. He talks about. He said if he's starting now and he doesn't have any track record, that any success he gets, he will shout. He will talk about it to attract more for him. Do you understand? So people like to spread bad news. Why not spread good news about yourself? Let it spread too. Another thing is to show allocation videos, that is testimonial videos. People that bought from you. That's why I do videos like when I'm signing a document. I'm not doing that for paparazzi. I'm doing that to show people that I'm selling. Do you understand? And they're feeling like, oh, people are buying from this girl. Oh. Ah, how far now? Somebody then I made a video. One of my client that boss came back and I pleaded with a man to let me snap with him. And if it is possible, I can post it. Now, before you post any of your clients online, please seek their permission. Some of them don't want to be seen anywhere. Alright? So I seek for his permission and he agreed. I made a post about it, talked about how this my client came back and he has bought series of properties from me and he's meeting me for the first time. I posted it. See, everyone was not calling me. People that have ghosted me, like those people that you are sending messages, they are not answering. They are seeing you. Oh. So they started calling me. They say you don't need to follow up on me again. I say you that be following up on you. No, you refuse to answer. So you never used to ask me how I'm doing again. That kind of thing. So because they now feel like people are buying from this person. So show where you do allocation. That's why if I do allocation with the client's permission, I like to interview the person, collect a testimony. That thing speaks faster than any other come and buy an educational video you can do. Because people don't want to be the first person to buy from you. They don't want to be first. So imagine that my first client told him that he was the first person to buy from me. He may not have worked with me. You can't look for another person that has been doing the business for the past 5 years. It's just like some companies when they're hiring 60 years ago, 60 years of experience and 5 years of what? You now ask yourself when they born you now, when did they give birth to you? So the same thing with clients. They want to know that they are working with someone that has experience, that people have been working with, right? So you need to showcase our location videos. And it's even faster this way these days because we have access to so many company related company groups where they do videos when they do allocation. You can collect it and make a post. How we allocated our clients for crying out loud. We all own this client, right? We all own this client. So it's our client. We allocated our client today. They are happy, even though nobody came for it. But that alone shows that you are selling, whether you are the one that made the direct sale or not. And the matter of fact, you are not even lying. It's our client. You do not say it's my client, right? So when you see allocation videos, please share about it, talk about it, announce it so that people will buy from you. And another thing is that some people they are waiting to see whether you are going to give up. Some people that are reaching out to you now, they are not ready to they are not ready to buy from you now. They want to watch if this girl is going to stop this thing that he's doing. And God forbid that you give up. They will not say, I know it now. Most of these people they can't carry on. Next thing they will go to someone that have been there for the past 5 years. Right? Some clients have watched me. They say, you are really good. So imagine that I gave up. Some people that reached out to me 2020, they bought me 2024, 2025. So those kind of sales they come swiftly because they feel like they have known you, have grown, they have seen you transform. All right. So Don't don't limit yourself to anything. Keep showing up, and with this kind of content, you see that you have enough content to create. Abi, from all of this now, you see that you have a lot of work to do sef. It's feeling like work already, abi? Is it not feeling like work? So these are different contents that you need to start creating. Now, when you start doing all of this, it helps you to stay visible. It helps you to stay visible. When you started creating all of this content, it helps you to stay visible. It also helps you to connect with clients. So it's no longer disconnecting you. Like I said, some people are visible, oh, but they are disconnecting from their audience. And they don't even know it. Because all they do is come and buy, come and buy. They don't even know that they're supposed to share value, and that is why that realtor gave up. She doesn't know what to post again because maybe all she have known is to be posting flyers, and she feels like why would she be posting flyers every day, every day? People say go tire for her. All right, so that is why we need to start doing all of this. When you start it, you stay visible, and when you start, please stay consistent. Stay consistent. Now, let me talk about consistency a little bit. Consistency is saying and doing what you say you're going to do. This is what I mean. If you say, for every week, I'm going to post 3 videos, as you're posting those 3 videos every week, you are consistent. I started with 2 videos, then I moved to 3, then I moved to 4, till I now gave myself a challenge of doing 1 month, 30 days straight off. That is consistency. All right. So it must not be like every day, every day. Start with the capacity that you have, and over time, you even build to a person that you want to be posting every hour. Do you understand? So choose consistency. Okay, for a week, I can post 2, 3 times. All right. And you are consistent with it. Over time, you now grow to doing 4 and all of that continuously. For you to create content, it needs discipline. You need to be disciplined enough to sit down and do one thing for a straight 1 hour or 30 minutes. You know it's difficult, right? For you to even sit down steady here since the time we started, you know it's difficult to remain in a fixed place. So when you start doing it, you become disciplined. That is why doing real estate business through the online means can literally change who you are, because it's going to teach you a lot of things. It's going to teach you discipline. It's going to teach you patience. It's going to teach you communication, how to talk to people. Before now, I can't even look you in the eyes like eyeball to eyeball to talk to you. I'll be looking on the floor. That time I understood that I have to look people in the eye to communicate to them. All right. Anything that will make me to stand in front of 2 or more people, where 2 or more people are gathered, I avoid it. But look at me now, I'm standing here. So real estate can literally transform you. And you have to give real estate that chance to transform you. You really need to give real estate that chance to transform you. So I feel people that run away from real estate sometimes, they don't have discipline. What I've noticed, they don't have discipline. Oh, create content. Excuse our career. Excuse our career. Everywhere, excuses will just be flowing. Oh, I only have one polo. Oh, I love. The person is not disciplined, right? There was this blue girl that they know me for that time. But she watched my old videos. You will see that blue girl with yellow. You're nodding your head. You have seen it, Abby. I literally wore the hell out of that gown. In fact, if you see me, you see the gown. You just know that it's me. It's not like a brain jotter. It's called branding. Oh my time, that girl made me money that I used to change. Now I can wear suit, right? So there's no excuse for you actually. Even then I was using a borrowed phone. I usually say at the time, I borrowed Jide's phone. The boy cried. The boy cried. Do you understand? iPhone 17 sef. So but that phone made me money that I started changing other phones and other phones like that. Alright. So there's no excuse why you should not start doing it now. And the faster you start, the faster your chances to get people that are going to should break your content down. So for the next 30 days that you're going to shoot content, you sit down from those educational things, the tips I've shared with you, you write out content. Or I'm going to talk about how to help Nigerians abroad avoid getting scammed when buying land. So you list a lot of educational content. Are we getting it? And then 20% you list city tours and places that you're going to visit to entertain them, right? And the remaining ones you share to watch the video to the end. That is what? Hook. Now the body you're talking about what you are going to talk about, all right? Then your call to action, um, you tell them to reach out to you or follow you or something. You give them what to do. They think so your hook is very important. What you are saying in the beginning of the video will retain the person to watch the video to the end. And these days, I will advise that you learn storytelling. If you can, somebody like Sir Jomi, who knows that guy? Mhm. He does that thing very well. Sir Jomi, check him out on Instagram, his Instagram and TikTok. And somebody like Aproko Doctor, he does it very well. Nkechi, Frank, sit down here. Let me tell you something. Something like that. Those things are hook. So, Folajami also does that. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and your ceiling is on your bed. What will you do? Thank God you did not die. These are the three things before you now share it. Do you understand? That is good hook and storytelling. That's why if you're a teacher that is mixed with a storyteller, you make a good content and attract more people to watch your content. Like anytime I'm watching these two people's content, I can watch it till the end and still be looking for more because it's alive and alive till the end. All right. So don't start with high and then end low. All those people that say hi guys, who is your guys? Who is your guys for God? Hi guys. Hey guys, why? So this is where you're doing all of that, and that is why it's good to model people too. Like all these people I've mentioned, you can go check out their page and find your own unique way to say it. All right, it may not sound like a pro doctor because you're not a pro doctor. Because the first thing you have is your personality, and nobody can take it away from you. So use your own personality to do. But consider storytelling. Recently, I've been watching a lot of videos, especially on YouTube, about storytelling. All right. So this is where you do your what scripting, what shooting, camera. Remember, you have strategized. You know what to say. You see, you are not doing things randomly right now. You are a planned realtor. So when you shoot, when shooting, ensure that you are in a plain, your background is plain. Let them not be hanging some funny stuff. You know what I mean? Behind you, and you are making videos there, or you can stand outside where there is natural light. All right. Make sure that your video is clear, and when you are speaking, speak clear too. That is why ideation is important. If not, when you want to make, you just be talking up and down. So arrange your thoughts and yes, maybe when you are starting, you may not be able to speak like that, but just be doing your thing. Gradually, you start speaking and doing better. All right. And in fact, some people may even buy from you because they see that you are trying. Some people bought from me out of pity that time, and I like it though. I love it so.